how are we tying different parts of the research together? Good morning. It is Monday, 19th August. It is around 8:40 a.m. and this is such a busy week. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the last week of summer before our semester starts next week. So next week we're gonna have classes and basically the semester is starting, so we'll be busy with like normal semester activities. Being the last week of research, we're all just trying to finish up our research projects, which we worked on over the summer, and just trying to enjoy like few full days of research that we have. And then I have orientation on Thursday. So grad school orientation for first year PhD students in my department is on Thursday. I am so excited to meet other first year PhD students in my program and just kind of meet the professors and figure out what department life is like here, even though technically I have been here in the department for half the summer, but still it will be nice to meet everyone in a proper formal setting. And then my advisor was on summer vacation for the last 2 weeks and he is probably coming back this week. And so there's a lot to catch up on. I have a lot of questions and just want to show him some of my progress that I've made. The undergraduates are moving in this week, and so traffic is going to be a nightmare around here. It's just going to be a lot busy, but it will be lively. So I'm really excited that the campus, which was so desolate for most of summer, will now have more people and just really everyone getting back into the grind of semester. So yeah, really busy week, lots to do, lots to see, and let's see how it goes. It has been quite a busy morning. It is currently 12:05 and I'm headed home now to run some errands. I will be working from home for the rest of the day. This morning was pretty productive, I have to say. I was running some code and noting down my results as to what the code is producing in terms of training some machine learning models. I have a research group meeting today and it's good to have results to show. Thankfully I do. Here's my work from home setup. As you can see, it's pretty spacious actually. I have this beautiful widescreen monitor. I have like a laptop setup. I've got my keyboard and yeah, pretty great place to work. Good morning. It is Tuesday, 20 August, around 8:40 a.m. I am back in the lab, ready for another day of grind. It is a very busy day today. I have a bunch of reading to catch up on. I have a bunch of code to also catch up on and maybe try and get something working there. And my research group and I have a group meeting today to prepare for a meeting that we are having later on in the week to some sponsors. So that is fun. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's great. And yeah, it's been pretty busy in general on campus too, because you can slowly start seeing the undergrads like moving in. And so let's get to it. It's been a very long Tuesday and it's only like 2:30 p.m. I am heading home to work from home for the rest of the day because it was getting kind of hard to focus in my lab. It's been a very busy morning. We're all preparing for the big meeting on Friday, and so today we met with our professors to ask them questions about what we're putting in the slides. We have some more changes to make now, which is a good thing because that means the slides, the presentation is going to go well. So I'm going to go home, make the changes, and practice my slides to make sure that it's a good and smooth presentation. Good morning. It is Wednesday, 21st August. It is a chilly morning here in Stores. It is currently around 57 Fahrenheit and there's a little bit of a breeze. Feels like fall. So I like it. It's good. So today we're doing a dry run with our professors and our research group. And so I think there's going to be some changes after that. So I'm going to make those changes. I have a meeting with my advisor first thing today at 9 a.m. It is currently around 8:35 a.m. I am going to quickly get a coffee and then head to my lab and prepare for the meeting. Let's see how today goes. There's nothing like a sip of hot coffee and a cold day. Wow, so it's been a very long day, but it was a very good day. So my research group and I spent the morning preparing for our dry run of the presentation, which was at 2 p.m. And on Wednesdays during the summer, there has been a free ice cream truck. You just have to show your student ID and you get free ice cream. But it wasn't there today, probably because this is the last week of summer. And so we all just decided to go to the actual dairy bar, which was fun. Had really good ice cream. It was delicious. And then we prepared for our dry run with the professors and it went pretty well. We got a lot of good feedback. We got some good direction. And so now we just got to make the changes to the slides and practice a little more. It's around 4:30 right now. I'm heading home. I'm going to work on the slides some more. Tomorrow morning, Thursday, I have orientation. So I'm excited, very excited for that. No, it was a good Wednesday, all things considered. Good morning. It is Thursday, 22nd August. It is once again a beautiful, chilly day here in Stores at UConn. I have a feeling the mornings are now just going to be chillier. I think it's 58 Fahrenheit right now, and there's a little bit of breeze, so I like it. But then yeah, there's this crisp sunshine and it warms me up when I walk out of the shadows. So today is a very exciting day. Today is orientation for first year PhD students in the College of Engineering, which I'm a part of. And so I guess we'll be learning about the administrative things about doing a PhD in this department and meeting the faculty and administrative staff. But most importantly, I'm very excited to be meeting other first year PhD students. And then, yeah, that ends at 1 p.m. orientation. And then I have some meetings with my research group. So yeah, busy but fun day. I just finished orientation. It was pretty good. There was a lot of useful information about things like the Grad Student Union, about health and fitness, about how research works, about resources for grad students. So all in all, it was very good. I met some other people in my cohort. Everyone's doing super exciting things. So yeah, no, I have to say, orientation was a success. It finished early, so I am now headed back to my lab to prepare for my meetings later today. It's the end of a very long and mostly productive day. So again, I had orientation in the morning until noon, and then I headed back to my lab to work on the slides and rehearse with my team. And then we had the second dry run of those slides at 2 o'clock, and then we had another meeting for another project right after that. So yeah, very long day. There's a lot of work to do. You can start seeing the freshmen move in to the residence halls here, and so it's very crowded. Tomorrow is going to be even more crowded. But yeah, that's how it is. It's the last week of summer. Everyone's moving back in, ready to start a new semester. Ooh. Happy Friday! It is Friday, August 23rd today. It's currently around 8:40 a.m. I am at the fancy building today because today is the day of the big presentation, so I'm getting here early just so I can go through my slides. Last day of the summer, kind of sad. It's bittersweet actually, but yeah, it's been a good run. I'm already seeing a lot of people, undergrads and their families moving in today into the residence dorms, so it's very, very crowded. But yeah, happy Friday. It is around noon. Our big presentation went really well. It was great. I feel like we conveyed the information about our research, the progress that we've made this summer, to the sponsors really well. And I think there's a lot of follow-up discussion to be done. But overall, this was a pretty good outcome. So really happy, really thrilled. My meetings for the rest of the day have been canceled. I think I might just walk around campus because there's a lot of welcome fairs and stalls and events and things like that. So just to kind of get the vibe, you know. So it's been a very hectic and very busy week. I've been working a lot with my research group on a project. We had a very big presentation to the sponsors of our project on Friday. And so for the last 2 weeks, we've been working on that. And this week was just kind of bringing everything together and tying a neat bow on the presentation that we're going to give, and practicing and doing several dry runs and getting feedback from our professors, and yeah, just a bunch of fine-tuning on that presentation. And it went really, really well. We seem to have conveyed the ideas pretty well. And one of the things that we learned from this presentation is that it's, we as students, as researchers, we're really involved in the technical details of these projects. So being able to not only talk about the technical details, which is important, but also to be able to bring that up in abstraction level and being able to talk about the big picture of your research. So what is the impact that your research is trying to create? How are we tying different parts of the research together? So I had so much fun working with my research group on this. We were collaborating with each other a lot. I was learning about their parts of this project because it's a pretty big project and no one person can do it all. So it's been broken down into different parts based on our expertise. And so, yeah, just being able to collaborate with them. And we did a bunch of like whiteboarding sessions and we were like bouncing ideas off each other all week. And yeah, it was just so much fun. And this is really what I live for, right? Like doing research, that's really important, right? Like when you're really asking the whys and you're really like deep in the details. But half the joy of research is presenting it, is talking about it, is telling other people, hey, look at this cool thing that I did. And yeah, this was definitely just, I don't know, I'm gushing about it, but it was just so much fun. I love talking about research. And yeah, so that was one of the highlights this week. But also it was really nice seeing the undergrads moving in. All week we could see the undergrads and their families like moving in. And normally campus was so quiet over the summer, super like desolate, like nothing, all the cafes are closed, most buildings are closed. There's just no one to talk to or hang out with. And so, yeah, just being able to see more life around campus. And there's just there's a very nice feeling in the air right now at campus because there's like this excitement of the new semester starting. I'm just very excited for all the activities that are going to be happening on campus now. So there's going to be a bunch of like sport events, like performing art events. There's going to be student clubs. There's going to be like career fairs. There's going to be like hangouts and meetups and like department seminars and department like get-togethers, like coffee clubs, that kind of thing. And most importantly, all the cafes on campus will be opening. So I'm very excited to explore like new cafes on campus and find the best like coffee fix because researchers need fuel, right? And yeah, no, I'm just super, super excited. It was I'm going to miss summer. It was really nice to learn about my research. It was about a month and a half of full on, like, immersing myself into the stacks of literature and trying out different coding things because this is a computer science research program, and so it's important to be able to learn and apply myself with coding. Being able to reproduce other people's results of coding and of their experiments, of their machine learning experiments. I can now say that I know a lot more about what I don't know than what I did a couple weeks ago. So in research, you're constantly asking the question of why, right? And the more you ask, the more you learn, the more the universe expands just a little bit for you, right? In that realm of knowledge. And I've been emphasizing reading papers a lot in my previous vlogs about grad school. I think it's really important to do that, especially as a new grad student, because only by reading the literature do you know what's going on in your research field. So for me, I have mainly been focusing on reading foundational literature. So what people did in like the 80s, 90s, 2010s, which made huge advances in machine learning, specifically in my subfield of image processing and computer vision, right? And to me, that was the most important outcome for this summer, is that I got to learn more about image processing and computer vision. And I now have questions that I can follow through. I can tug on that question of why does this thing happen, or why is this the case? And just kind of follow that thread of why and see where it goes. So yeah. So that was a lot of fun this summer, just really getting to know my field and really knowing what's out there and maybe figuring out what can be done, what other people are doing, where maybe I can contribute. So this fall, I'm taking a couple of classes. One of them is about machine learning, and the other is more about classical machine learning, or looking at probabilistic models. So I'm really interested in learning about this and what it means. I think it'll be fun getting back into the grind of taking classes and doing like coding assignments and projects and things like that, and being able to talk to other students and just kind of learn from each other. But most importantly, I think one of the challenges I'm going to face this semester is trying to figure out how to balance research and coursework, and maybe, if I'm lucky, even a social life. So, yeah, all things considered, I think I had a great run this summer. I learned so much, I did a lot of collaboration, and I'm just so excited to see what this new semester is going to bring.